Hey, I'm Natalia. I'm a freelance WordPress web designer with more than 7 years of experience creating websites and online stores for small and medium companies. My goal with this channel is to help freelancers and aspiring freelancers like you leverage technology so they can start working for themselves. If you're interested in that, please keep watching. Today, I want to compare the popular website builder Wix with the open source CMS WordPress. Let me start by saying that both are really popular when it comes to creating websites. Wix has over 180 million registered users. That's a lot. But compared to WordPress, it's still not that much. There are over 1.5 billion websites created on WordPress. But then again, both are super popular. Both are similar, but one of the differences is that website builders always use drag and drop builders to create the websites. Usually with website builders like Wix, you also get hosting and domain included in a package. It's kind of a one-stop shop. With a CMS like WordPress, you have flexibility in everything you do, but it might take a bit more time to get started. And I say might because it doesn't have to. In my previous video, I introduced you to one of my all-time favorite themes, and this theme will take care of every complex detail that comes with WordPress for you. And in the coming videos, I will give you step-by-step instructions so you don't have to worry about anything. If you're interested in that, please subscribe and keep watching. To better understand both systems, I'm going to compare 6 parameters. And in the end, I'm going to give you an overall review so you can make a more informed decision. The 6 parameters are ease of use, functionality, design, e-commerce, SEO, and price. Let's start with ease of use. Wix was created for non-coders. You will directly work in the front end and will have to change things there, but you don't have to write a single line of code unless you want to. Then you're able to use their code block. If you want to optimize your website for smaller screens, which of course you should, you need to make a mobile version of your website by using their mobile editor. This can be quite the drawback, as usually a responsive website adjusts itself. You don't have to create a separate mobile website. Because if you have to create a separate version, this just means more work in the end. And from reading online reviews, this is often the reason why people start leaving Wix. WordPress, on the other hand, was made for coders, but that doesn't mean that you have to code in order to use it. It just means that as a coder, you have the flexibility to adjust anything you want. Since December of 2018, WordPress even comes with a pre-installed page builder called Gutenberg, and it has improved a lot in the latest releases. You will not exactly work in the front end, but it will seem like you are because you also use blocks similar to Wix to create your website. And if you want to spend some money on a premium page builder or theme like Divi, which I introduced in my last video, you will have the same editing functionality as Wix, but with all the advantages that come with having WordPress. Like WordPress, Wix also offers a lot of free extensions to expand the functionality of your website. But since Wix is not an open source system, there will be fewer extensions and you will be limited to what they offer. In terms of basic functionality, I would say Wix offers anything you need to create a basic website. No more, no less. With WordPress, this is completely different. There are thousands of free and paid extensions. Most of them you will find in the WordPress repository. But you can also find a lot on other marketplaces like, for example, Code Canyon. Let me show you where to find them. Pretty easy, right? But the best part for me is still that even if you're not a coder, if there is anything you need customization for, you will always find someone who can do it for you. And that is only the case because WordPress is an open source system. Number 3 is design. Wix comes with some nice ready-made templates for different categories like restaurants or blogs. Unfortunately, these templates are not yet responsive, and I have mentioned this before. With WordPress, you can choose from thousands of free and paid ready-made templates, and usually they are already well optimized for smaller screen sizes. My personal favorite for non-coders is the Divi theme. With Divi, you get a big assortment of ready-made templates that you can install with the click of a button, and you will be able to edit them by using their page builder. If you're interested in that, please check out the link in the description. Number 4 is e-commerce. If you're serious about your freelancing business, sooner or later you're gonna have to create an online store. It can be to sell physical or digital products, but it can also be to sell and book, for example, consulting services. With Wix, you can easily create a store to sell your products. It is mostly suited for smaller companies though, because as with everything with Wix, even though it is super easy to set up, you will be restricted in many areas. One example could be the payment methods. Of course, they're gonna have all the basic payment methods installed. But if they don't, it's gonna be difficult to connect another one. If you have a big catalog, you're also gonna get to Wix's limitations, as there is no possibility to create a complex catalog with many levels as you would with any other store. With WordPress, you will have to install a plugin to get e-commerce functionality, but it is free and super easy to do, so don't worry about that. And as with WordPress in general, there's gonna be hundreds, if not thousands of plugins to extend your store's functionality. I have created online stores for clients that make millions in revenue and are super customized, and I could not have done it with Wix. Number 5 is search engine optimization. There are so many aspects to SEO, and I'm not even gonna pretend I know them all because I just simply don't. But there are a few basic things that anyone should implement on their website. Luckily, Wix performs quite well in this area. You can adjust many things like alt attributes, headings, etc. But with certain things, you will still be restricted. One example is that you cannot name your images yourself. Once you upload the images, they will get a random name, which is not really good if you want to optimize for search engines. For WordPress, it is best that you install a plugin to help you optimize your website. The most popular one is probably Yoast SEO, and they have a great free version. You will be able to adjust anything that is important on your website, and thanks to Yoast, it's going to be super easy as they have step-by-step instructions. Let's get to the last point, price. Wix offers a free plan, but once you want to connect your own domain or even remove the Wix branding, you will look at around $4.50, $5, and $27, $30 per month. This means you will spending at least $60 to $360 a year on Wix. With their cheapest plan, you can connect your own domain, which is really cool. But if you want to remove their branding, you will have to go to the next tier. So you're probably not gonna go with the cheapest one. At least with that one, you will get a free domain included for the first year. What I don't like about that is that you don't really know what the cost of the domain are after the 1 year passes. And usually a domain is only going to cost you a few bucks every year anyway. With WordPress, you have no cost to use it. It's completely free, but you need to buy web hosting. In my previous video, I showed you a well-known hoster called SiteGround, which offers to host your website for as little as $2 to $3 a month. As with Wix, you also need to buy a domain, but again, it's just gonna be a few bucks every year. So not only is WordPress the cheaper option, even if you go for a premium theme, most importantly, you're gonna be the owner of the website. With Wix, you're not the owner of the website. You are more like a tenant renting your website. This means that with Wix, it's not possible to move your website from their hosting to, for example, your own hosting. And if you use some of their assets and think, oh, I'm just gonna copy them to my new website, this is not permitted according to their terms and conditions. So what's my final verdict? Let's be real, you will need to take a bit of time to learn either one of the platforms. If you don't want to bother with a 20-minute longer setup, don't care if you're only renting your website, and don't plan on doing much with your website anyway, I think you can go with Wix. If you want to own your website and you want to have complete freedom when it comes to what your website should be, then I would definitely go with WordPress. If this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to learn how to create your own website with WordPress, subscribe to my channel. If this video was helpful, please give it a like. And if you want to learn how to create your own website with WordPress, please subscribe, as I will be releasing more videos on this topic. And lastly, if you have any questions, please pop them in the comment section and I'll answer them. Thank you for watching, and until next time.